special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet. That life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day. Early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, it's time for you to lose the blues. And this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet. That life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day.
Very special day it is. It's a finally fantastic, maybe just a little Freaky Friday. And I do have my co-host this morning. I'm super excited. It's been a minute since she's been in the studio. Holly Thompson from Salem Crossing. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning.
Holly always brings a smile and brings
How
the
you
energy.
been?
And fantastic. Been missing you. So glad you're in here. What's funny though, like yesterday we had this gorgeous sunshine, or beautiful day and everything. Today's a little different, but Holly brings the sunshine inside.
Always.
Look at that. Yeah, I do. Well, we're so glad to have you with us this morning. We've got a good program ahead. Let's thank our sponsors.
We would like to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Fox Purley Wealth Management, and AFP. Thank you, sponsors.
Thank you to our great sponsors. Today is already, do you realize we're more than halfway through the month?
I can't believe it. I felt like we just had Christmas.
We're still stuck
in December.
So I kind of feel that way. I can kind of identify with that. I'm with you.
Takes about 3 months.
Yeah, we're just battling it, right. Today is the champion of crab races. Have you ever seen a crab race?
No, I've not.
Well, I think I have. I mean, not actually been to a live one, but I think I've seen them
only when I'm on the beach.
Yeah. I think you get these crabs and then you put like lanes and they go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what you would be on the other end. What would entice a crab to move faster?
Oh, I don't know. Unless they were trying to scare them, trying to move them along by.
Maybe so. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
They don't like the humans.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I'm just cracking up. But I just think, what would you have at that finish line? You know what I
don't know.
Yeah.
What do they eat? Because aren't they like scavengers?
Yeah. Have some.
I don't know. I
don't know what they have. Some dead fish or something. I don't know.
Maybe
over there. Maybe I don't know. My way day. Wouldn't that be nice if it was my way?
Every day is my way.
My way day. It's my way day.
My way day.
Oh, we tried that. Let me know how it goes over. Okay, it's gonna go over like one of those balloons going down. And let me just tell you, it ain't going. I would just. It wouldn't even be a second before my kids would have me. It's my way day.
No, it's mine.
Yeah, my way day. My way day. National Cabbage Day.
Oh, I love cabbage.
I think cabbage is totally underrated. And underrated. Yeah, and I matter of fact, I forget about it.
I love boiled cabbage, fried cabbage. I like it grilled. One of my favorite meals growing up was the one that my dad made with smoked sausage, cabbage, carrots, and potatoes and onions, and I absolutely loved it. He would either grill it or he would bake it, but it's when we do Girl Scout meals over the fire, we'll do those sometimes, but they'll usually want the meat though instead of the smoked sausage. But they're so good.
But you're introducing them to cabbage, which is good.
Yes.
You know what I mean, and showing them, because sometimes, food can make a big difference in how it's cooked and how it's flavored, how it's done, right? We know that. And I love cooked cabbage and boiled potatoes. I think those just go
so good.
They do, and just now, I'm wanting some cabbage.
I introduced my husband to hominy for the first time in his life.
Oh.
The other week, because me and my oldest daughter love hominy,
Oh,
and so we had that the other day too. He's like, "What's it taste like?" I'm like, "Well, it's like a corn, but you know, because we like to fry it in some butter."
Ooh,
It's
yeah.
so good.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm all for trying things. You know what I mean? You try it and see if you like it, you know. And now, I guess I do eat a lot of I like slaw.
Yes.
I love slaw.
The
So,
creamy slaw, though, I don't like the vinegar slaw.
I like any slaw, just about, yeah.
I like it with the mayonnaise based
Yeah,
instead of the vinegar based.
yeah. And it's so good.
It is.
Yeah.
Purple cabbage in it.
That's what it's showing, purple cabbage.
Yes.
How beautiful.
So
And for, like, if you were entertaining, you know, you have that sitting there. It looks so pretty.
I like the braised purple cabbage too, though. That you can put it in with some butter, and oh, that's really good too.
Oh, I guess I'm
Salem Crossing, the cooks, they make a really good braised red cabbage. It's so good.
I need to hang out with them. I really do get some good recipes. Why are you in the kitchen? You know what
I've
I mean?
gotten several recipes from them.
Oh, I would. Yeah, definitely. Love that. Love that. All right, today is also National Cafe Latte Day.
Cafe latte,
Yeah,
like coffee.
I guess so.
Cheers to coffee.
Cheers to coffee. I'm trying, okay, so the Blues Brothers have a new coffee, or it's not, I don't say new, but new to me, and it's called Blessed Acceleration. So it's supposed to accelerate me and bless me. Blessed Acceleration, so I should be on the move.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's Blues Brothers, and it's really cool because the proceeds, when you buy it, go to help the prison. Remember they do the prison up in Chicago. I'm sorry, I feel like I can't think of what. I've got other things on my mind. I wasn't ready. The Juliet prison up in Chicago. It's you can take tours, which is really fascinating because remember I went to the Blues Brothers up there, and it's really cool. And the people, the members, the volunteers are even cooler. They're just fantastic. So it kind of helps, and you got restoring and keeping up the upkeep of it because that's a huge facility.
Yeah.
Holly, you've got to visit because it's got stories you would love.
I've never been to Chicago.
Okay, well then it's road trip time. Okay,
Yeah.
and we're going to stop off in Indianapolis and get some Wix pizza, or not pizza, Wix pie. We're going to get us a sugar cream pie. We're going to get us a sugar cream pie and 2 forks.
I'm
And
scared
we're
to
heading-
go to Chicago
Yeah, I
because
know.
I don't know anything about it.
That's what I'm saying. I want to take you there because
Okay.
I think the stories, because there's some kind of spooky stories. You'd be all over this.
Well, then let's plan it and let's go.
I know. Let's get them. We're gonna get us what I'm trying to say, a Wix sugar cream pie, 2 forks, and road trip.
Can I get the Mrs. Wicks cherry or blackberry though?
Okay, well then I'll eat the whole pie. Yeah,
I love those.
Everybody get your own pie. Okay,
They
everybody.
make the best pies.
Well, it will be a moment between Indianapolis and Chicago, so we probably don't have time to eat our pies.
Okay. Let's do it.
I love a good road trip. I've been wanting to do a road trip. I love those. Okay, so also National Caregivers Day. Holly, could we talk all day long about the
All day
caregivers?
long. Caregivers from around the world, all different styles. Like, those who take care of them at home, my staff that takes care of them at the building,
Yeah.
the hospital. I mean, there's caregivers everywhere. Unsung heroes.
Absolutely. And I think, what I love, the attention that you give to families, like for families that have been the caregivers for years and then realize that it's just, we just know we need to go a different direction and they bring their loved ones, how valuable it is for those caretakers to take time for themselves and to get out, and just like more staff. I mean, that's why you guys do, which I always joke because you guys, it's party day all the time, but you have to keep things light sometimes because things can be so heavy, right?
I mean, think about what we're doing,
Yeah.
taking care of lives every day.
Yeah.
It can get pretty intense and heavy.
Yeah.
So you got to find some lighter moments in them, because it's still happy.
Yeah.
Still happy times too.
Absolutely. Well, you want it to be the best, day ever. So
Yes.
to speak. Yeah.
Yes.
So, hats off to all of your caregivers there at Salem Crossing, Meadowview. You guys are. I know after that commercial, you're not supposed to say you guys are rock stars.
I think my staff are rock stars.
I think they are.
And I think Meadowview staff is rock stars
I
too.
know.
We're all
I
rock
agree.
stars.
I agree. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 beautiful facilities
Yes.
for sure. National Caregivers Day. Hats off to all the caregivers out there. National Indian Pudding Day. Oh,
Indian
yeah.
pudding?
Have you never had that?
No.
It's a real rich. It's like how do I describe it? It's like a dark orange. It's really good.
Mm.
Yeah. You'll have to look the recipe.
I
I'm sure
will.
you'll make that. I'm sure your family will be having that. Yeah. It's really good. It's something. It's a different, but it's really good.
Indian pudding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, please do. I think that'll be something that you'll like, and I think your family will like it. It'll be something different. You won't want it all the time.
Oh, it's like a baked custard. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're all over that.
Baked custard, butter, molasses, eggs, spices, cornmeal. Like they're all great ingredients.
Yeah.
What can go wrong in that?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So National Indian Pudding Day. This is National PTA Founders Day, Parent Teacher Association, and I want to say, that relationship that parents and teachers have is so important.
Mm-hmm.
To have that communication and get in there, and I love when parents get involved. I love it. Okay. National Public Science Day.
Ooh.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Very much so.
National Woman's Heart Day. Oh, it's so important.
It is. Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
This was something that we just introduced, which I'm going to talk about in a second, a new football coach for Salem.
Oh, really?
New high school football coach.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked about, they were talking about, what's good to do in the weight room. And he was like, do your heart stuff. Like, it's important to get your heart, sweat, move, and get your heart moving.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it's, on the other hand, your heart, as in, it's good to put your heart into everything you do.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
yes.
it was like, that one muscle that should be worked every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? 2 ways. You should be worked, anything you do, go full throttle, put your heart into everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then also take care of your heart, which obviously, and I think a lot of times with women, and
we
Holly,
don't.
No.
We don't.
No, right?
Because we're too busy being caregivers and taking
Yeah,
care of everybody else that sometimes we forget our own health.
It's true.
It is.
And it's amazing. I don't have the statistics in front of me, but how many women actually are affected by heart, and actually that's number one, I think, women. Right?
I have to look at the statistics.
I think
it's pretty high.
It's a lot. It's a lot more than a lot of times we talk about it.
Yeah.
So women's
We
heart
don't
day.
want to talk about it.
No, isn't it true?
We don't want to face
because
it.
really, I mean, not to be rude, but if you had a little bit of a, I'm guilty. I'm talking for myself here. A little bit of maybe discomfort or chest pain. I mean, I go on and think, well, what am I going to fix for supper, or what am I going to do next, right? I mean, it's just.
I'm just as guilty.
I know, and we talk about men, but we're just as bad as they are. I mean, not taking care.
I'm oh, I'm fine.
Yeah,
it'll go away.
It'll go.
It'll go away.
We're like, hurry up and stop.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for this. Ain't nobody got time for this,
No
right?
time for this.
Yeah. Random Acts of Kindness Day. Love that.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you love that when somebody just does something I call it the purple cow.
It makes you feel so good. Somebody will show up and they'll give you a card or flowers or something you weren't expecting it. And that makes it so much more special when you're not expecting those little things, Or just walking by and saying, hey, just want you to know how much I appreciate you today.
Oh.
It's like, oh, you noticed?
Yeah, I know. No, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or I heard what you said, or I listened to what you were talking about, or whatever, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Or, something like that. Random acts of kindness, or just picking the phone up and calling someone.
Yeah.
A random act of kindness. And we just had a story yesterday that talked about starting your morning off in a conversation can really set your mood.
Mm-hmm.
Just conversing with someone.
Setting your intentions for the day.
Mm-hmm. Just talking and just it can be a little chit chat, just a little bit. Just really makes a big difference in your day.
Yes, I agree.
So random acts of kindness, do that today. Even opening doors for someone. If you don't have to spend any money.
Calling courtesy.
Just complimenting them.
Yes.
Just something. Yeah. Who shall I be day? Who shall I be? Is there anybody you ever wanted to be, Holly?
Probably when I was younger, I always, I want to be them. I want to be them. I think there have been a lot of people who have inspired me, but I think I'm also of the age, and I'm happy with who I am, and I am who I am, and I'm thankful for all the influences that I have had in my life to make me this person,
Yeah.
So I've kind of changed from, I want to be that person to I'm my own person,
Well, and you take kind of things from each one of them.
Yes.
And kind of, and I think that's, I think that good role models.
Yes.
You know what
so
I mean?
important.
Oh, gosh, Holly.
in people's lives.
Yeah.
No matter what age you are. You're never too old to have a role model or to be a role model.
Yeah.
For people.
Yeah. I was standing with the coach last night, and one of the moms said, the little ones, you just don't realize how much they watch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Everything.
And, no, they notice everything, right?
Yes.
And that's something that a lot of times we just sometimes don't remember, but we just need to be reminded of that. You know,
They're always watching.
always watching. World Human Spirit Day. Okay. World Human Spirit Day. All right.
Okay.
There we go. There, onward ho we go. Okay, onward ho. Also, Holly, we got several things. I'm supposed to get a call in today, and we're going to be talking about the, it's called the boat, and I always love sport boat and travel show. I love going to those, and used to go for years. And but anyway, I do want to say that yesterday I got to give a report from last night. It was wonderful, and hats off to everyone that came out. To over 100 students and parents from Salem welcomed the new Salem High School football coach, Brian Gleason. It's going to be exciting. He's actually in Shelbyville, Kentucky right now. He's going to finish. He's teaching and coaching there. He's going to finish that, and then he'll be coming to Salem. So
That's awesome.
yeah, and and one of the questions that was asked is, why Salem? He said he's been wanting. He's actually coached in some of the southern Indiana area, and he wants to come here and he wants to make this home. So we're very excited. So he'll be in the community.
Welcome home.
Yeah, welcome home. Welcome home. So we're excited about that. So him and his wife, and so it was a good reception. And I love that, like, he got a lot of the players, he asked them to fill out papers with their numbers and names so he could start getting to know them.
Oh.
And then he's going to meet with the parents, which, again, it's
Very important.
Very important. Very important. So
You need those parent support.
yeah. So that was an exciting night last night. So also, Holly, something that you and I love, dresses and dressing up and everything. So I have the prom dress giveaway this coming Sunday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where's it at?
It's at the Salem High School at 1 o'clock. And it's free prom dresses. And I want to say, from out of town, there were some boutiques that gave me beautiful dresses. I'm so excited.
Because my daughter's prom age this year.
Oh, is she really? Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. Oh, you got to come.
Well, because we've been talking about Becky's prom dresses.
Oh, please do. Yes,
Yeah.
this Sunday at 1. And then
Just sent me a reminder.
not only did they, this is like a God thing, because this is so cool, but gave me all kinds of shoes.
Oh,
brand new
really?
shoes in the box. I've got, so not only are we going to put beautiful dresses on these girls, and then I want to say,
shoes to match.
and then the community gave, like, dresses that they had, and these look like brand new. Gorgeous dresses. So we are in good shape. So
That
we
is
are
awesome.
we are ready to suit you up, get you ready for prom. So
So it's Sunday at 1 o'clock.
at the Salem High School. Just park in the front of the Salem High School. And the huge blessing is, so if you can save money on the dress, so if she wants to go get her hair, makeup, or nails done or something like that, I mean, we know there's no reason to spend a lot of money on prom.
Right.
And with 6 daughters, this is why I created this, is because I knew that these prom dresses are getting outrageous, right?
Yeah.
And Autumn Scott Hall was here, and she said, well, she always borrowed dresses, but not everybody has that. You know what I mean? I said that was a blessing. You had that, but not everybody has that. So it's a blessing when you can, get a free prom dress, and there's no sense. So what I like to have it early enough, because then they can find that dress. If they don't find it, right, so they can go somewhere else. If you want to buy one, then go buy one. But please give mine a shot, because I'm sure that I promise you're gonna. And these brand new ones, and some of these colors are just absolutely gorgeous, And it was funny because, like, I love dresses, and I just love every bit of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you see these girls and you see that when they match the dress, because a lot of times dresses look different when they're on the hanger.
Yeah.
So we'll always say, just try this on. You know what I mean? And it'll come out and just, so.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and everybody is so this is like above and beyond the people that give.
Well, and the work that you put into it to make it happen.
I love it.
It's amazing.
It doesn't even feel like work. I feel like, I feel like the fairy godmother. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If I only had a wand, you know what I mean? Because it's just like, and it's just, I love it. I'm not trying to be silly. I do love it. I do.
Yeah.
And I think it's such a blessing for the families and stuff. And then a lot of times I will chaperone proms or something. And we don't tell, because that's between us and the girls.
Exactly.
But I love it when I see those dresses out there on the dance floor. You look awesome.
That is awesome.
They look beautiful. So everyone, please come. 1 o'clock is coming at the Salem High School, and I think I got to say a big shout out to the Salem High School, because they let us use their the building, and that's such a blessing, because I don't have a facility to host this in.
Right.
And so this is such a blessing that Salem High School lets me host it there.
Yeah.
So So anyway, I get that asked all the time. You know, it doesn't matter what school you go to. If you're going to the prom, come see us. So,
that is wonderful.
So
yay!
It's exciting for sure.
It is exciting.
So anyway, that's this Sunday at 1, and everyone please come out. And then we're supposed to be talking to, and he's going to possibly call in Kevin Renfro. He is the president of the Renfro Productions, and that's been for years. And they've been putting on the sport boat and travel show. I think they just had it in Louisville, and then now they're having it in Indianapolis.
See, I think I've been to one in Louisville maybe many
Yeah.
years ago. Used to go to that one.
Well, I think they've even got bigger and better. What I used to, now here's what they used to do. This was so much fun. Let me do a blast from the past, okay? Because our family would always go, okay? And it's always fun because, like, you see the coolest boats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know? And you see the coolest, you know, like RVs and, you know, and campers and stuff. They just have cool stuff. You walk through them and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the fun thing they used to have was a fishing thing. They had this huge, like, it was almost like a huge pool, which, first of all, you know, I love anything to do with a pool. You know what I mean? So, of course, as a little girl, I wanted to jump in that pool.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But they had a bunch of fish, and you would pay, and you would fish. Okay.
Yes.
And you throw.
See, I remember. Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
You would throw. You would throw.
It was like oval shaped or something like that in the middle of the thing.
Yes,
or,
exactly.
It was either
Yes.
square or oval. I remember
Yeah.
it was big enough for there's people lined up all
Yes.
around it.
So you would fish, and anyway, it was so much fun. And I remember the guy because you know we were there. You know. What am I trying to say? Reporting on it, you know what I mean? But he would tell me, you know, how to catch that fish. And what was the technique? And he'd say, you take your pole and you just go real fast, and they'll follow it. You know, I mean, the ones that are real fast, you know. And I remember as a little girl trying to go real fast. But I love to fish, but I ultimately do not want to catch a fish. I know that sounds silly.
See, I like catching the fish, but I don't want to take it off the hook.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to be there.
Somebody
for
has
that.
to do that for me.
Yeah. Well, I'm not even, I don't care if I catch one. I just love to fish. I just think it's so much fun. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And yeah, so I don't think they do that anymore. I think for some reason, maybe probably the cost of the tank and the water and all that stuff. I don't know. I don't think they have those anymore. But they might. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Anyway, so it's going to be up in Indianapolis. We have tickets we're going to be giving away. So check my Facebook page out. And so some of my announcers are going to head up and go. So it's funny. One of my announcers, and I hope he's listening because he listens often. He said that like his son was trying to save up the money for a boat, you know, for a boat, and he thought he had some, you know, saved up. But, you know, boats are all very expensive.
Oh, very.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
Yeah. So I
You gotta save many a dimes for that.
Yeah, I think the reality hit that it wasn't good. It's going to take a little bit more money than that. But you can't, you know, I don't personally own a boat, but there's so much fun to go out on a boat.
Yeah.
You know, so
I don't own a boat anymore.
I don't boat, but I really want friends that own boats.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
we were talking the other day at work about like kayaking and canoeing and stuff. And I said, I'm kind of fearful of the kayaks and the canoes. I need the more like pontoons. Like I want to be able to relax without having to worry about tipping over and things like that.
Yeah.
But I love being out on the water, fishing and swimming and just enjoying it. You know?
Yeah. The kayak, which I enjoy all of it, okay, because I don't care. I'm kind of like one of those, I'm not going to be mad if I go in that water.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, but I was in a kayak and it was so funny. And yes, the waves, for some reason, there was a lot of waves going on. Yeah, so I really felt like I was going to tip over. You know? Yeah. But now I love a canoe, you know, going down with a canoe. And it was funny because I'd gone with the school. The school does it. They do it's like towards the end of the school year, they would do a boating safety, okay? So we would go canoeing. And it was funny, our canoe had not got tipped over. Everybody else had tipped over, you know what I mean? And there were some on kayaks, some on canoes, but everybody else had tipped over. So I was with Sheriff Brent Miller, okay? And let me just tell you, if you ever get in an opportunity, you want to be with Sheriff Brent Miller. Brent Miller is like the outdoorsman of outdoorsmen, okay? I mean, like, he knows, like, he was, like, identifying all of this, like, the plants and everything. I mean, like, he knew everything. And I thought like I was pretty good in the forest and wilderness. No, that man knows. He's what I was trying to think of, like what's some of the wilderness people or whatever. I mean, he is like if you were ever in Survivor, you want Britt Miller. Okay,
Okay.
Britt Miller's going to get you through. Okay, always tag up with him.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd be my moving buddy. Okay, on that. Okay. so I told him my end game is let's not tip it over. Okay, because we had the food and we had sponsibility. People put stuff in our canoe. Okay? Remember on the Rugrats sponsibility. So we had sponsibility. So anyway, sorry. My mind. You haven't talked to Becky
done this for a while.
I know. So we're going down, and so we're doing really good. Everybody else is tipping over and everything. Well, you know how middle schoolers, it was middle school. No, it was high school. It was high school. Was it high school or middle school? Anyway, they decided that we needed to tip over. Okay, so guess what? They tipped us over. Okay, which is okay, but we had sandwiches, okay?
Oh
yeah.
No.
Yeah. And when you're canoeing, you get hungry. I mean,
yes.
You work up. I mean, there's a lot of arm and movement. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Britt Miller, I mean, you're not a slacker. He's going to have you moving. You know what I mean? You're going to, you know what I mean?
You gotta pull your weight there.
That's exactly
That's
right.
right.
Yeah, no man. Yeah, no. This isn't a 1 minute show. You're going to be a part of it.
That's right.
Which is good. It was a blast. Had so much fun. And the learning we had a blast. One of the best days, yeah. But it was funny. So then when we pull over, you pull over like in this area to have your lunch, right? Mm-hmm. And our sandwiches. I remember eating the soggy sandwich.
No.
Yes, Autumn.
No.
Holly, you would have just.
Mm-hmm.
I almost said Autumn. Holly,
No.
you would have just flipped on it. Yeah.
No.
And
I am not eating a soggy sandwich like.
And let me just tell you, I'll never forget. You could almost taste that water.
No.
Holly, I did it. I did it. I'm telling you.
Did everybody else eat their soggy sandwiches?
Oh yeah,
No.
we did.
No.
Well, it was important to us. You know what I mean?
No.
Hey, I felt like I'm related to Davy Crockett, so I felt like I was channeling some of my
Are you? I didn't know that.
Yeah, my ancestors there. Davy Crockett. I felt like I was like a really woodsman there.
That's right.
I'm trying to think of what is it. Some of the you got Davy Crockett, Daniel Boone, and you got Britt Miller. You know what I mean? and then somewhere in there, I'm in there. I'm somewhere on that list. You know what I mean? But no, I did eat that soggy sandwich, and I just want to say it was totally gross. But
That's
it was
disgusting.
It was totally You would have just Becky. What are you doing? I was so hungry.
I couldn't have done it.
I did it.
Oh
Yeah.
Like it just makes
I can still to this day. It's like that first time you drank Pluto water. Have you ever drank Pluto water?
No.
French Lick? Never.
No.
The Pluto water. Oh, Holly, we got to do stuff.
What is that?
We got to get you out. Oh my goodness, woman. It's like it's Pluto water from French Lick. Okay, it's like one of those things that like you drink, and when I first
Does
drank,
it taste like sulfur?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's total. So that is exactly what it is. So anyway, so like when I first drank it, my dad would say, it's weird because you're going to crave this in a few days. And I did. It was really weird. Like I had that craving. And like I can still taste that sandwich. I can still, because you're talking water that was like not the cleanest water, right?
It's
I can still taste
river
that.
Water.
Yeah. To put it blunt, that's exactly what it was. Yeah. And yeah, so I know you would be in there too because you're a camper. So there's a thing called...
I'm a camper, but I'm not drinking soggy sandwiches.
If you get hungry enough, Holly Thompson, that's like a mom. You will eat that sandwich if you
seal it up.
You get hungry enough. Well, we tried to seal it, but let me tell you, it doesn't always work. Something else that we learned about, is it called stink or stick? It's stinkweed. It's the stuff that like it like burns when you...
Yes.
Gosh, that stuff hurts.
It hurts a lot.
Yeah.
But there's a plant, the plantain, that if you find that and you kind of mash the leaves up and make, and you put that on there, it'll take that sting away.
Oh, did not know that. Mm-hmm. Didn't know that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I learned all about it.
Because it hurts.
It does hurt. Yeah, it does hurt. And that was something that I don't ever remember that. I don't ever remember coming in encounter with that,
Yeah, and it's like you don't know you're going through it until you're already through it, and it feels like razor blade.
Exactly.
Like slicing your
we had
legs
shorts
up.
on. Yeah, and when you have shorts on, it really just, I mean, it was just, I learned all about that. Yeah, so that was not, I would think I would rather make the soggy sandwich than experience the...
It's like choice A or choice B.
Well, I did both. I actually had no options there. I had to do both, but it was quite a bit. Yeah, it was kind of.
Is there any way you could have taken the bread off of the sandwich? Like,
Well,
what kind of
Holly
sandwiches
Thompson,
were
probably. Okay, yes. Truth be told, probably.
they? Like, if they were peanut butter and jelly, it probably would have been hard, but we're like,
no, it was
meat
no. It
sandwiches.
had meat. No, it had. You're probably right. Yeah, but
I probably would have fed the bread to the fishies.
I think. Yeah, because they were fish. I think when I got seated. And probably the seating where I was sitting, the bank was not the cleanest. You know, there was nothing. There was nothing. This was primitive. We were primitive.
That's
Holly.
right.
I was primitive. You know, like whenever you go camping, and which campground do you want? Do you want the primitive or do you want the? You know, this was primitive, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You go primitives too.
Yes, I have.
Because you take your Girl Scouts.
Yes, I have gone primitive.
And I love what you do with the Girl Scouts because I was a Girl Scout. And I
usually just want to say thanks to the mom that brings the generator with her, so we have electricity every now and then to charge our phones up.
That's hilarious. How primitive are you going, Holly Thompson, over there? I question
I
that.
have to have access to my phone now.
I know. Well, you do. And it's nice for the parents that aren't there. You know what I mean? And no, you're being a very good leader. We know that, right? True.
But there's no, like, you're cooking on fire, like, there's no hooking up a stove and cook, there's no electricity for that kind of stuff.
Right. And you're sleeping in tents and sleeping bags.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, that is primitive. I mean, you know what I mean? Do you bring air mattresses?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Or a cot.
Ooh, cots.
Sometimes a cot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then I've had some my outdoor experiences with some snakes. So it was really weird. Like for years I never really worried about snakes, but that's been a concern. I've seen a lot more than I don't know, for whatever reason, I've seen a lot more than I care to see.
Yeah, I don't like the snakes.
Yeah. And I'm thinking that of course, I don't know, maybe if you're loud they won't come around. I don't know, but
I try to tell the girls, they're more scared of you than you are of them.
Yeah.
But that's try to keep my own fears at bay.
Yeah. Are you trying to convince us?
Trying to convince myself of that fact.
Or us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I know I'm so happy because if someone talks about Girl Scout leader, I always bring your name up because you are the ultimate, and I love that you're taking the girls out because that's a lot. And I know you guys do fancy trips too. You take them places. And
we did. We went to Colorado this year. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
My first time at Colorado.
Yeah.
I had two girls. We've been big into the awards this year. So I had one girl win her bronze, two won their silver, and we're working on a gold for my other one.
Oh,
so,
what a blessing.
because she's a senior this year.
Oh, that's awesome.
So.
And I love that they stayed with it. Yeah. Yeah. I really, my experience being a Girl Scout, I really learned a lot. You know what I mean? Really learned some good things that, like, when you're little, you don't realize you're learning. And then, but when you become an adult, you learn. Like, I can, one of my little superpowers, I can make a good fire. No, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, I've got a husband that says, come make this fire. Come on. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Well, it's just a little.
I was watching a thing on TikTok the other day because I'm always trying to learn how to, like, little secrets, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so this one guy that I watch, he was trying to see if the cotton ball with, like, the Vaseline started fire better, or if the cotton ball with regular cooking oil. And both of them burned, obviously, but the petroleum jelly burned a lot faster than the one with the cooking oil on the cotton ball. It had a slower burn to, like, try to catch the wood on fire.
Right.
So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Now, and when you go, you guys, do the girls all gather up their sticks and stuff?
Yes.
See, I love all that. That's really cool. You know what I mean? They learn how to put it all together.
And, we still have to try to remember, like, there's 3 thicknesses to it. Get the little bitty ones first, and then the little bit bigger ones, and a little bit, so we're not just throwing big sticks on there and wondering why it's not starting on fire.
Put a big log. How come my fire's not working?
They do pretty good, though.
No, I'm very
They do
impressed.
pretty good.
Yeah. And what a great experience. And you've gone when it's cold. You've done it. You really. I thought she's going to cancel, and you went on and did it.
I'm probably
I thought she's not going to do it. She's going to cancel, and then I'll be doggone if you're not out there. I'm like, you got to do it.
The 32-degree weather in a tent was not fun.
No. I feel like Private Benjamin. I want my home. I want to go home. I want my bed.
We didn't have the appropriate gear. We should have gotten a little bit more Arctic gear than regular summertime gear.
I would question. I don't know if I'd have enough Arctic gear.
Yeah.
Any, you know what I mean? Yeah, at 32, I don't know. You know, because I couldn't even imagine the layers I'd have to have on. You know? Yeah.
We were talking at work the other day about how I've changed from a glamper to a camper.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
and I said, well, my heart still says I'm a glamper.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah.
Still a glamper.
Yeah, yeah.
But I've gone a little bit more rustic, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's fun though.
And I feel like when you camp, the more you camp, the more you get that way.
Mm-hmm.
You learn, you know what I mean, more little skills and little.
You should see all the stuff I have for camping though, Becky.
Mhm.
My little, the little irons, the little pie irons. I have those. I got the Coleman stove now with the propane or whatever on it now. Like, I have all kinds of new little gadgets now that I've acquired. Got the big Dutch oven, cast iron Dutch oven that you can hang over the fire, for like beans or soups or whatever.
Ooh.
I've gotten quite a collection of my camping gear now.
I love that. I think that's fantastic. Yeah.
And the girls love the pie irons, because we can make sandwiches in them, or we can actually make the pies in them.
That's cool.
They're very good.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. Well, and I think that it's a wonderful opportunity for maybe for those that have never been camping.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's cool that you're introducing this to girls, yeah.
And sometimes we experiment with, like, there's an oven you can make out of cardboard and, like, saran wrap that you can cook that way. That's pretty neat.
But a cardboard oven?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, now, that's funny to say. A cardboard oven.
When I first seen it, I'm like, that's not going to work. Like, when we were trained, when the moms were trained on it, I'm like, oh, that's not going to work. How's that going to work? But it does. Like,
I got to know more.
We baked, like, bread in it and stuff.
Bread.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
It was pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of different ways.
So I do have to ask, I'm going to switch gears. Is it cookie sell time? Are we cooking?
It is.
Okay, are we selling cookies?
Well, we just did, we submitted our initial order on Monday.
Okay.
So the initial order is in. So now the cookies will be delivered, which it's different this year because normally we're getting cookies at this time of year. Mm-hmm. Like usually Valentine's week is when the cookies are coming in.
Right.
But this year, they're not coming in until like probably the middle of March. Okay. And we're actually doing cookie booth sales a little bit longer than we normally would as well. So yeah, we're right in the middle of cookie season. And we use the little Brownie Bakers is our bakery. And there's different bakeries across the country. So some people are like, well, why is New Jersey already selling cookies and you all aren't? Well, they have a different bakery in a different branch. Okay. So to speak.
Right. So just because you're hearing it in another state don't mean that.
Correct.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad you cleared that up. Yeah. So what was the reason for ours backing up a little bit?
I have no idea.
I didn't know if they told you. I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't know.
And there's a new one this year.
No, I mean, that's realistic.
It is realistic.
It
could be. I don't know.
Well, and then they've got to keep their prices similar, and then of course we know the cost of food have gone up, so you can see the degree of difficulty.
Which the cost didn't go up on our cookies this year. They stayed the same this year.
Well, that's a blessing.
And there's a new one, but it's only available online after like February 27th. I think it's a new raspberry chocolate cookie. So I've not tried it, but it looks good. So I'm going to order some online when it's available to order online and try those out.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah. Well, we want to let us know because I'm thinking raspberry and chocolate. How could you go wrong?
Right. Yeah.
I don't think there's any cookie that I don't love. Everybody's asking which is your favorite. It depends whichever's in front of me.
I have a favorite though, because the tagalongs are my favorite.
And they are. Which one are they?
They're the peanut butter cookie with the chocolate over it.
Yeah.
So I like those. And
how do you eat that? Do you just take a bite or do you? No, I knew it. I knew it was going to be it.
I chew around the outside of it, and then I take eat the cookie, and then I eat the peanut butter and chocolate. But that's my favorite. And then the Samoa that has the coconut, toasted coconut, and the chocolate. Like I like that one. And the Thin Mints. Mm-hmm.
You ever put the Thin Mints in the freezer? Or like, oh, that's so good. Yeah, but
they're really good.
The Samoa's probably my favorite. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I like them all. It depends on
it. Well, it depends on what I'm making. Because sometimes I'll bake crust with them or stuff like that. But it depends on what I'm in the mood for. But tagalongs is by far my favorite. Yeah. But I like the traditional ones. I like the tags, the Samoas, the do-si-dos, which are the peanut butter sandwich cookie.
That's what I was going to say. I thought there was, I kept thinking, I couldn't remember what it was called.
The Thin Mints. Those are my 4 traditionals that I like.
I can't remember all their names, but I know, like, I can like, usually you see a photo. So I want 2 of those, 3 of those, and you know what I mean? Yeah. But anyway, they're so good. Yeah. So they'll be coming on. So you'll let us know whenever.
Oh yes, and we'll be selling them in town. But our service unit will have a booth, and then the different Girl Scouts within the service unit will be taking turns selling the cookies that weekend.
Okay, awesome. Okay, good to know that.
It's usually like Friday nights, Saturdays, and Sundays are normally the days.
Okay.
So
yeah. Sounds good. Okay, well, I always like to know the cookie update, so good to know that. All right, so this gentleman might be calling in about 3 minutes, so we'll see if he does. Kevin Renfro, and we'll talk to him. But real quick, it says, now this is, I hate to be a wah-wah, but it says that, it says more than 1 cup of coffee a day could kill you. And it put a question mark. It says, all right, here we go. Full story. If you have had more than 1 cup of coffee today, which, yeah.
I usually just have my 1 big cup, and then I'm done.
Okay, all right. Well, not the case over here. You're skating on thin ice. A new study found it could be bad for your health and even kill you. Researchers at the University Toronto found that around half of us have a genetic variant that helps us metabolize caffeine quickly, which is good. But if you're in the other half who don't have that gene, drink too much coffee might be punishing your kidneys, and over the long term could lead to kidney disease. A separate study they did in 2006 also found that people who don't metabolize caffeine well at higher risk for heart attacks. So drinking too much coffee could be putting you at risk in many more than one way. There's no cheap and easy way to see if you have this gene. Even if you don't get a huge buzz from caffeine, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. And being able to fall asleep after a cup of coffee at night doesn't mean anything either. Some DNA tests can tell you if you have the gene, but they're pricey, $200.
Oh, wow.
So this led researchers to say to just assume that you don't have it, so don't drink more than 1 cup of coffee a day. Oh, I don't know. I always thought coffee, I thought coffee was okay, right?
I thought it was too. Well, especially if it was, I guess like anything, with moderation.
Right.
My coffee, it's more of what I put in there that's probably not good for me, because I like a lot of cream, a lot of sugar.
Okay, see, I'm over here. I don't have anything. I just, because mine was done because I had to simplify. It was just lack of not having access years ago to that, and I just, okay. But I do, now sometimes I will have, some good creamers and stuff. I do like all the flavors and stuff.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yes.
That's really, it's almost like candy in there. Yeah.
Mine is just, my favorite still, though, is the powdered Coffee Mate is my favorite creamer.
You use powdered? Wow.
Yes.
That is different. That is really different.
The powder tastes different to me than the actual cream, milky cream. I like the powder.
That's different. That's really unique, yeah.
And I like it versus isn't the other powder one called Cremora or something like that? But I'm a Coffee Mate girl. Powdered Coffee Mate.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I did remember the creamer, but I didn't remember that it was the powder that was. That's different. That's not, everybody else.
It's not the norm anymore.
Yeah, no. But I would like that easier because it's easier to store and to keep, I would think,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's.
Because if I use like a liquid creamer, I have to heat it up in the microwave first before I add the coffee, because otherwise it will make my coffee too cool for me.
Wow. Diva. Okay.
Yeah.
Warming up.
But I use a lot of cream.
Okay.
Like it's more like a coffee milk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, thank goodness. So if you come over, right next to my coffee pot is my microwave. So we can warm your coffee cup, because I don't have the powder.
What's your favorite creamer?
Oh, I like them all. I'm like, I have like when they do a coconut.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? I like that. Let's see, sometimes they do like a mocha, like whatever, especially around the holidays, they have all the different flavors. And then they'll, I'm trying to remember all the different ones I have at home. I've got several at home, But usually when people come over or whatever, we drink a lot of coffee.
Right.
That coffee bar gets used quite often.
Right.
So that's...
We did a coffee bar for the girls, was it Thanksgiving or Christmas, when we were doing our party for Girl Scouts. And I did a coffee bar for them of the iced coffee. They wanted the iced coffee. Yeah. So we got the bunch of different flavored coffees and the creamers and all the things, toppings, the whipped cream and the caramel and the chocolate syrups and things, so they could have a little coffee bar.
Now,
They enjoyed it.
I do a lot of the syrups, too.
Yes.
Like butterscotch, I have like a caramel,
Mhm.
I have caramel chocolate, I have chocolate, you know what I mean? So I have a lot of those.
Mhm.
Yeah, so those are nice. Now
They are.
those wouldn't be as cold as your creamer.
No.
So that would be something, but of course you're making iced coffee.
Right.
So
And so, your iced coffee, do you like it frozen or just with the regular ice cubes?
okay, well now that I do like I like it blended. I like it frozen.
I do too. That's
Yeah.
fine. I want it
But
frozen.
a lot of people, but a lot of people like the ice.
Yes.
But no, I do like to hear that sound. You know how what I mean, that sound that
Right.
everybody loves. And I'm not opposed to that. I won't turn it away, but I really like the frozen.
Yeah, I prefer the frozen.
Yeah, it's almost like a milkshake.
It is.
Isn't it?
Coffee shake.
Coffee shake. I'm not even mad about it all. I love it. Love it. Okay, we were talking about random acts of kindness, so this just popped up. So here's some 5 random acts of kindness that you can do, right? Really quick. If you're running to the grocery store, text a neighbor to ask if they need anything. Wouldn't that be a blessing? What about you, like, and your mom, like, hey, I'm running to the store, do you need anything? You know what I mean? Before you go to her house or something, right? I mean,
That's a good thing to do.
that's very nice.
It is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Leave a big tip for your restaurant server or delivery person, even if it's a little bigger than usual. It just will make their day.
Yeah, I think especially around the holidays because, they're struggling to.
Definitely.
Yes.
Buy a lotto ticket and then give it to a stranger.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
What if they don't gamble?
I know. I can't take that. I know. That might be. Okay. Number 4, smile and say hi to someone you pass by.
That's easy enough. Like, you should
Or
pretty much be smiling anyway.
I agree. Or go for it further and give them a genuine compliment.
Oh.
Like that. Yeah. A little compliment.
Little
Like,
compliment.
nice. Yeah. Well, don't you look nice today, Number 5, write a positive review for a small business and you go too often. I love
That helps.
WSLM. Okay. Holly, I'll help you write that. Okay. WSLM rocks. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, that's nice. Salem Crossing, you guys rock. Okay. We love Salem Crossing. That'd be nice to get. Yeah, that'd be nice for somebody to
It
write.
would.
A little. Well, and how apropos on Caregivers Days for someone to write a wonderful little nice note on your website about
Yes.
Salem Crossing.
That would be awesome.
Like, I want to thank.
Like,
them.
I love Salem Crossing.
Yes, and Holly and I can help you guys write this. But also, like, hey, I want to thank the caregivers there. You know what I mean? And I want to thank for all that they do above and beyond because, you can do your job, but you can go and
You can go extra.
extra.
Yes.
Always go above. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I always try to leave things better than you arrive.
Because, I have nurses, and they bring in, like, every day, like, candy or snacks or goodies, and they give them to their residents. Or ice cream. I have one that will buy tubs of ice cream and give it to their residents just because they want to make them feel a little bit extra special that day.
Isn't that nice? Yeah, yeah. And I've seen your crew, and this is, during COVID things changed, but prior to, I think it was probably a year before COVID, I've seen your staff take some of the residents out on their own time, on their staff's, they're not working. This is their regular time to events.
Yeah, they have.
Holly, I just about bawled, crying
Because they
it was just
truly
so-
do become family to them.
I know.
I
I love that so much because they weren't working. This was their own time that they could be with their family or doing whatever, watching Netflix on TV, whatever,
whatever, right.
But they were taking the residents. That right there, I was like,
Special.
It's very special. And that's the kind of people that are at Salem Crossing.
Yes. And Meadowview.
And Meadowview, yeah.
Both of us.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we love Meadowview too. But we're you're here. And
Feeding my building.
well, yeah, I'm talking about your building today.
I love my building.
Well, and
love
you
my
should.
building.
And Krista was here talking about Meadowview and all the great things, and we love to hear from her too.
Because, it's those unsung heroes. I mean, the things that the staff as caregivers do for the residents every day that go unnoticed.
Yeah.
Go unseen. And it's every single day. They do it without even thinking of it. They just do it because that's who they are. That's in their nature. That's what makes them a good caregiver.
Yeah, and they do. Yeah.
They love those residents.
Yeah, and
as
they do,
their own
and it shows.
family. It
You know
does.
what I mean, and it's genuine. I love that so much. Yeah. So I think that's just I didn't have to tell you that, but I don't know if I ever told you that
Thank
before,
you.
but I wanted to point that out.
I'm glad people notice.
Oh, I noticed.
I'm
Absolutely.
glad people notice.
Yeah, for sure. Also, so we want to remind everybody too. This is also the Daytona 500 week.
Oh.
So I wanted to. Okay, we have games, tonight. So I wanted to load up after the game. I wanted to do a road trip to Daytona. No, really, I could drive all night through. No, how much fun would this be? Stop and get, those gas station nachos. I love those. And the gas station hot dogs, love those. And then head on down to Daytona. Saturday, I could go do some interviews and meet some people. And then come back. And then be back here for Sunday morning Sunday school church we have here on Wslm.
And then for the prom dresses.
Yeah, prom dresses would be Sunday afternoon.
No, that's too much, Becky.
You think so? I think I could do it. I'm really wanting to do that. I really think that'd be fun. I love a good road trip like that.
That's a big road trip.
Yeah. But it would be worth it.
For a very short period of time.
But think when you got there to the Daytona 500, it'd be Saturday, so it'd be before the race, but they have races, and they have other things, activities going on. How much fun would that be?
My dad used to take the whole week. Like, that would be his guys only, or whatever, week that he'd take off on vacation is Daytona 5, because he'd spend all week there. Mm-hmm. All week. There's something to do every day. And he had so much fun when he used to do that.
Yeah. So I think that would be a blast to run down there and get some of that. That'd be fun, just to be part of that, and then run back. That's
a huge road trip, Becky.
Yeah.
To leave today, run around and do that tomorrow, and then head back. Like that's
down, put it up and trucking. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it'd be fun. I don't know.
It'd be fun, but that'd be a lot.
That's what Mr. White said.
I agree with Mr. White.
I'm like, we can do it. We can do it.
If you were going to do it, you should at least do it in a 3-day weekend where you could leave, drive down, have some time there, and then come back without having to be like, leave today, interview tomorrow, head back to be back for Sunday school, and then prom dresses. Like, that's a bit much.
Yeah, it is a little much. But we like a good challenge. Holly, you know that.
Oh, I know you could do it.
Yeah,
hands down, I know you could do it.
You know that. So, anyway, that's going to be this weekend, and we'll be carrying that. Which, right after the Super Bowl, everything came up. Now it's time for racing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I love that. You know what I mean? Now we're ready for racing. We're done with football. We're ready for racing. Right? Yeah. So, and you love racing.
I do love racing.
Yeah.
The NASCAR racing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
But that's because, I got it from my daddy. I grew up watching it.
I know, yeah. And have you ever been to Darlington? We were just talking about that. I was talking about that the other day. You got to go to Darlington.
I never went on the trips with him.
Okay, you got to go to. Did your dad go to Darlington?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you got to go to Darlington. I promise, it's so much fun. Yes, it's a lot to see, it's an experience. It's very much an experience. Yeah, I had a great time though. It was definitely an experience.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it did pour down rain. Yeah, so all my photos were like drenched.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I remember I curled my hair. I stopped and curled my hair and did it all up, and then it wasn't even. I didn't even get. As soon as I walk in, it's just pouring down rain, and it was so funny. My girls in the photos were like, "Why did you not grab a hat? Why did you not grab a hat?" And I'm like, I don't know. I have
got to prepare.
I know. I wasn't prepared. I didn't know we were going to rain like that. Yeah, so. But it was fun. It was a good time.
You could have just bought a hat down there.
Well, I know, Holly, but why did I not? I don't know. Okay? I don't know, Holly. I don't know. Why did I not? I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody should have been buzzing in my ear. Get a hat on.
Because I always like getting souvenirs when I go to different,
Oh, definitely. Yeah, and they gave me souvenirs. Like, I got T-shirts and stuff. They gave me swag, but I just... And they probably... I can't remember. I'd have to look because I've got so much stuff. They might have gave me even a hat, but... For whatever reason, I didn't
wear it.
No, I didn't think about it. Yeah, I did think about my hair though. It was horrible. But anyway, that's okay.
But
everybody was so nice. Yeah, they didn't.
It's a super great group of people.
Yeah,
that run these things and attend like these events. Like it's its own culture.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they're fun and they're nice.
Yes,
you know what I mean. They're a lot of fun and they're nice and. There's a lot of humor.
Yes.
Which, I love good humor. You know what I mean? And so there was a lot of humor going on. Yeah. And I don't mean bad. I mean good fun.
It's
humor.
good fun.
Good fun.
Yes.
So I'm all about that. Okay. So anyway, but the Daytona 500 is going to be here on WSLM. We'll be carrying the game, so you can listen to it. Also, this is cool. This is different. It looks like 16% of adults have never used a physical map. Have you ever used a physical map?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I always used to use a physical map. And even remember when MapQuest came out?
Yeah.
We were just talking about this the other day. You used to print off your 4 sheets of directions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it went from the physical, which I still have a physical map.
Oh, good for you.
Like,
that'll be something to
spiral bound.
Oh,
like,
you need to keep that. Yeah.
Yes. I still believe in physical maps.
Yeah.
But going from the physical map to like MapQuest, and now you just have it on your phone. My girls make fun of me because even if I'm going to a place I've been 25,000 times, I still put it on my map on my phone.
Yeah.
And use it. Why, I don't know.
Well, no, if that's
it's just my thing that I do.
Yeah. Well, I always tell this story, but my mom was always the map reader. Well, years ago, like when you would go somewhere, let's say when you're traveling, they would do detours or they'd road close, and you wouldn't have it on your map. So, like, it was always very stressful in our car because my dad would be driving, and my dad drove pretty fast, you know what I'm saying? And, like, this exit, you know what I mean? Or no, not this exit, because, like, the map might say, that this is the way to go, but that way might be blocked.
Right.
They could be doing construction. And I remember a lot of, one thing I would love, my mother has passed, but I would love Holly so much for her to see a GPS. I just want her to know, you know what I mean? Because she was she'd have a flashlight if it was dark.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at that map and just trying her best, and I'm thinking, she would just be so happy with the way things have advanced, you know what I mean? And I would just love for her to have that chance to travel and not have to, and to use her GPS.
She wouldn't know what to do.
No, it would be a delight.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Such a delight, because now, and now we have it where, like, if there's traffic backed up, it tells us.
Right.
If there's a wreck, it tells us. If there's, if there's road closed, or, not to be rude, if we didn't have this going through Salem, right now going,
Yeah.
We had, our new superintendent's wife was talking, because they're new to the community. They're wonderful, and she knows, and she's not saying it negative, but she said when everything gets, she's trying to learn our community.
Sure.
And she said when everything gets put back together, I'll have to relearn it.
Yeah,
because she said I don't, I only know certain this way, and I thought, well, that's true. You know, when you're new and everything, you're trying to learn everything. So
there's something though about having that map.
Oh, just
you'd be like, oh, we're almost in the next state. It was like sort of exciting too at the same time.
Oh, I agree. No, yes, you're right. No, and that's kind of a kind of cool. Yeah, I got you on that.
When I bring out my physical maps with the girls, though, they're just looking at me like, why do you have that?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing,
Mom? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's cool though. No, I think it's good. And but it has come a long way.
Yes, it has. For the better.
Yeah. And in the GPS you can put different voices too.
Yes.
So I had this England accent, and they would call it round, or what did they say? It was so funny the way the something they would call something, I can't remember. You know what I mean? And and I hate when it says what's it whenever you have to redo when you missed your turn. Reroute. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, shut up! I know that. I know that.
I have to reroute.
Yeah. But I had like an England man, and is told him to reroute or something like that. And I was like, I know. A British accent or something. I had telling me, one more person telling me, telling me that I have to reroute, that I missed my exit.
Yeah.
Always fun. But anyway, so those are a lot of fun. But I think it was before. I think they used to call. They called the square the roundabout. Is on my phone. I can't remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or something they would say. They would call it the round. I can't remember. It was something really bizarre, but it was interesting. Yeah. So if you want to figure that out, go with the British version, and then go around our square. Yeah.
That'll be fun. I may have to try that.
Yeah, try that, Holly. Yeah. Take your girls and try
that.
That's
right.
That. Yeah. All right. Anyway, thank you for coming in. Time's getting away. I guess this Kevin Renfro, he's the president, so he probably got busy because he's kind of got a big event coming up this weekend, and it's 2 weekends. It's actually in Indianapolis. It's the Sport Boat and Travel Show, and it's coming up this weekend and next weekend. and he is actually the second generation to be involved in this show because his dad was big. So he's kind of really busy. So he's an avid outdoorsman, and I'm sure that and anytime you do an event,
You're quite busy.
very busy,
And
very
time
busy.
gets away from you.
So he was going to try to call in this morning, but he missed. But I do want to say, check my Facebook page, and I've got tickets I'll be giving out, and I do have some of my announcers going to go up. So we hope to get some good photos, and I think it's going to be a fun time. So
Sure.
anybody that wants to go, check out my Facebook page, and we'll see if we can get you to Indianapolis.
Yay!
Yeah, and stop at Wick's Pizza, or I want to say Pizza, Wick's Pies, and get a sugar cream pie, and then don't forget cookie crumble up there. Yeah, you got some good stuff. Yeah.
Yummy
Yeah.
goodies.
All right, let's thank our sponsors.
We would like to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, and AFP.
Yeah.
Thank you, sponsors.
Thank you to our great sponsors. Thanks.
This is Melissa Jeremiah with Hoosier Uplands Home Health Care and Hospice. Our professionals are available at 812-849-4447 to answer questions regarding home health care or hospice. To decrease the risk of being stranded in a winter storm, check your battery, antifreeze, wipers, windshield wiper fluid, brakes, and keep your car filled with at least a half a tank of gas. Our family at Hoosier Uplands would like to wish you a wonderful 2023.
Cheese is going where it's never gone before. To the bottom, Papa John's is flipping the pizza over and putting it underneath the crust. Papa John's Crispy Parm Pizza features their thin crust seasoned with a blend of shredded Parmesan, Romano cheese, and can be ordered with your choice of toppings. The Crispy Parm Pizza gives you an added crisp bite provided by the cheesy crust baked to perfection. Enjoy the Crispy Parm Pizza with one topping for $12.99 and get one in time to celebrate National Pizza Day on February the 9th. Call today 812-883-3369 or order to pick up or delivery, or use the Papa John's app to start earning Papa Rewards. Better pizza, better ingredients, Papa John's. If you're looking for a church in the area, try Turning Point Church at 899 West McLean Avenue in Scottsburg. Come see Pastor John Jackson and the congregation at Turning Point, a place for second chances and new beginnings. Regular services are on Sunday at 10 a.m., Tuesday prayer time at 7 p.m., and Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Check them out on Facebook, YouTube, or online at turningpointchurchscottsburg.com for upcoming events, class times, and more. Also, Turning Point will be having a food giveaway for the community on February the 6th and February the 20th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. or until the food runs out. Hey, Brad, what do you call two birds in love?
I don't know, Becky.
Sweethearts.
Oh, that's a good one. Make a one-stop shop to treat your sweetheart this Valentine's Day at Salem Walmart. Find a variety of stuffed animals, cards, coffee cups, candy, and there's a variety of Valentine's t-shirts, caps, and other clothing too. If you're looking for a special dessert to satisfy a sweet tooth, champagne, sparkling grape juice, or a wide variety of food to prepare that romantic meal. You'll find all that and much more at Salem Walmart.
Hey, Brad, how did the phone propose to his girlfriend?
I don't know, Becky.
He gave her a ring.
Oh, check out the whole wide assortment of jewelry at the Salem Walmart too. You'll find more for your sweetheart for less at your Salem Walmart.
Country music superstar and coach on NBC's The Voice, Blake Shelton. Back to the Honky Tonk Tour, presented by Kubota. With special guests,
Proving daily that common sense is a superpower. American heroes, Rick and Bubba.
6 minutes past the hour. From the No Name Studio, the Rick and Bubba Show, Sweet Home Alabama to the world. We thank you for being with us however you get the Rick and Bubba Show. Find out every way you can get it, either live or archived on your own time by going to rickandbubba.com. Speedy, the Real Greg Burgess, Helmsy, Eddie Van Adler, all here. Welcome back, Bill Bubba Buster.
Rick, glad to be here, and thank all of you for letting us do what we do.
Do what you do, and welcome to the Great Eight, the Elite Eight. Here they are. In the golden ticket seats today. And head out.
Like the dating game.
Yeah, that's right.
We got a little mystery.
Here they are.
Got a little mystery going on behind us too.
Really?
See the shirt right here back left?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so who's going to do it? Who's going to take their phone over? Greg doesn't
Greg,
know how.
how?
Greg,
So-
guess how you get out of
What?
stuff.
What do you do?
This is
You
a
just take a
QR
picture?
code.
You just take a
QR
picture
code.
of it? Yeah.
Take your
You
camera.
just hold
you
your
go over
camera and
hold
hold
up your.
it.
I'd like to see you attempt this.
Is that the official? I never can get the phrase right. QR code.
Yeah. And so
I
go
see.
over there. Yes,
I'm
that's
on
what I
photo.
said. Hey, you know what?
You know what your photos are? Yeah. I'm on photo.
Go to camera, like
Go to your
you're taking
camera.
a picture of something.
That's photo.
And then go over there and let it
No,
focus
it's
in on
actually
it.
camera.
Yeah, and then
He didn't have an
it'll-
iPhone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he does.
oh,
He
yeah,
does.
yeah.
He finally
It
upgraded.
looks like he's scared of it. When he's
Greg.
touching it.
He's terrified of it.
Greg, just hold it. Yeah, and then it'll show up.
I see it. See where it says click on that?
No, don't take a picture of it, Greg.
Nobody's taking a picture
Click
of it.
on it. Greg, once you get
Click
it up
on the
there, there you
link.
go. You got it. You got it. You got it. Where's it taking you? What is it?
That's an ad.
Okay, so we got an ad going.
Okay.
Gotta have that. Great.
Yeah. Remember the Rick Ashley?
Oh, yeah, the Rick Ashley stuff. That's funny.
We did a whole story about that. You should have seen that. When, we
Playing it. Keep playing it.
Look, how
You
wide
can-
is that
You
guy?
can turn it off now.
He may be the widest human alive. We have.
Do I go take a seat?
No, well,
Oh.
Rick Ashley. Yeah, he's pretty wide, isn't he? Rick Ashley with them dance moves.
Right,
you're right. The widest guy alive, not the guy in the audience.
No, the
Yeah,
guy's
you're right.
singing.
You're right. The guy singing. I got it. And Speedy. And Speedy.
Rat.
Speedy was actually, he used the word rats about something.
In a text.
And I haven't heard that since Scooby-Doo. And he said,
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown. He said, Rick, you ever use it? I said, no, I heard Charlie Brown use it, but
I don't know the last time I've used it.
I've never, no one's ever told me
That was
something.
his answer. I looked down and Helmsman asked
I
the question.
sent.
At least I replied.
I thought somebody, it was based off of a particular name, and they share a name evidently. I thought someone was going to be here today, and we know them, friends, and so I sent Speedy and Greg a message, and I simply said, he's not here if they've got the same name. And his response was rats.
Rats. I've never,
That's all I had
I've
time
never
for.
heard you say that. I haven't either.
All I had was rats.
I've never heard a person in 2023 on this show ever when they were disappointed about something go, oh, rat. And I know
Maybe they could have been saying rats.
When I looked at my phone, you know how when you hadn't checked messages, it'll show partial.
You'll do that.
All I saw was rats, and I
Yeah.
couldn't see the question. I said, I got to figure out what they're talking about.
Yeah, we got rats.
Rats.
Rat.
We got rats.
That was a couple of updates you're right. Couple of updates to start the hour. So we had somebody call during the last phone segment and saying that Nikki Haley's announced she's going to run for president, all that. And now everybody's commenting on that. He was like, well, I like Nikki Haley, but she was negative about Ron DeSantis, the parental rights bill in Florida. And yeah, none of us really updated on what he was talking about. So Bubba has done some research.
Well, Rick, it was known as the Don't Say Gay bill. Remember, that's how they tried to paint that.
What it was called.
And it just limited the ability to talk about gender and things before third grade.
Right.
Without mentioning the governor by name who signed the bill into law, she says, I'm sorry, but that law does not go far enough.
Right.
So that's not really dogging Ron DeSantis. She's agreeing with him, but saying you need to do more.
Yes, I
The
guess.
third grade, I mean,
Right.
so in the third grade, it's okay. I mean, is that what he's saying?
Well, and that's what she's saying.
Rats.
To Bubba's point, what she's saying is, and this is where the caller may want to go back and actually find that if he thinks that bill has done something, but it could have done more, she's not disagreeing with what he is trying to accomplish. She's saying it still left too much room, that she would have gone further. So I don't know whether you'd see that as a positive or a negative. I mean, you may think, well, wow, she says she would have done even more than DeSantis. That's not being negative about, I don't like him.
So the caller thought she didn't like that, any of it?
Yeah, the caller
that
thought,
disagreed with it.
the quote
but
was,
not on the link.
the quote was being negative about Ron DeSantis' parental rights bill.
Okay.
But you got to see what she's being negative about. Is that positive to you as a conservative, or is it?
She's agreeing with it, just saying we should have done more.
Exactly.
And maybe that's all they could get done at
Right.
the time.
Right.
You know, it's incremental. You got to remember that.
Did I see her claiming to be, because she was talking about of a person of color, is that what she said?
Yeah, she's
She
got
has Indian descent.
right, and her family.
And also first president with a stripper name.
Nikki, thank you, Greg.
Well, she's
Think
not
about
present.
it. She's not present. If she were to be
Right,
present.
right. Thank you for that.
I apologize to the Nikki that's actually on the Golden Tee
Right,
today.
Right.
Well, we've had that run.
Greg's covered this. He has. Be glad.
There's exceptions.
Yeah, be glad there's nobody here named Becky. It'd be a banner day. It'd be a banner day.
There's no one named Nikki either. I just want to make you feel uncomfortable.
There are exceptions. But
There's a chance. There's always a chance.
I was looking for somebody upset, and I didn't see
Yeah.
it.
Well, actually, they agreed with
Right. I remember on the tour.
I'm just saying, I believe that more than she's a person of color.
Okay.
I was looking at it.
Right. Well, I mean, legitimate. Yeah. If you would
Oh,
think that other rather than
Rick?
that. Everything you're saying is uncomfortable.
Rick, that's her parent.
Right.
Wow. I guess she is.
Yeah. Buddy.
Yes, she is.
Can somebody take the toothpick
Yes,
from him?
she is.
He's got his toothpick rocking.
I know. Can somebody get that from
No,
her?
I guess she is.
Well,
But she
actually,
is.
I know people that don't claim to be a person of color that are darker than that.
Right.
It's not
The
the
darkest,
darkest.
Greg.
Just
She's
saying.
darker than Mahomes.
Oh my gosh! Now you're all in the world.
Well, she is.
You know, Rick, technically,
She is. Bubba, you're right in the middle, buddy. I'm sorry.
You know,
I'm just saying she threw the label out there. I was just,
Right.
that's fine.
I tell you what, I can't believe you're not covering. I didn't know from that culture the name Nikki was prominent.
I know. I bet it's short for something real long.
Yeah, I think you're both right.
Rick,
It's her
no,
middle name.
no, it's
Hard
her
to
middle
say.
name. Can you say the other names, Adler?
I got it. Is it a
Well, you
nickname?
put her by her parents, then I get it. But you got to admit, when she first just said it, I was like, what?
Right. Nimrata?
Be glad that she's going by Nikki. Let me say that.
Right.
Oh,
So,
wow.
so it's a nickname? Is that what
No, that's her middle name, and it's spelled
That's
just
a
like
professional
Oh,
name.
Nimrata.
that.
Nimrata,
Nimrata, Randhawa. Hey, yeah,
Randahawa.
Rwanda. She's convinced me now.
You hate.
Ron Hawa.
I wish she was graduating. You had to call her to the stage.
Wow.
How would you do it? It'd be tough. Try it.
Nimrata, Nikki, Randhawa, Haley.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Former
Solid.
governor of South Carolina and former ambassador to the UN.
How about this? If I was if I was at
Got to think for her.
I'm sorry. She's no Dr. Bird.
Well, I started to say, you know my type. You know my type, blondes and librarians.
You put a scarf on Haley, you got something.
Hey, you got his attention then.
How about this? You wouldn't grow up where we grew up with the name Nimrata.
No.
Yeah. How many times with that name? You'd go to Nikki real quick.
Oh, yeah. You don't need that name.
No, you tell that around, you got a problem.
You do.
So there you go.
She's no Mama Jim, but she's there.
That's great.
You talking about Postmaker?
Right. Couldn't say. Not die.
I'm sorry, that's never hot.
Oh, I'm just having a little fun. Just having a little fun.
Take it easy, Don Lemon.
Right, yeah. There's nothing like a 2-day buffer. Yeah, at least I didn't say she was past her prime.
Right, you didn't say that.
No.
That's true. All right, cut the mic off.
Oh, here's the bad email.
15 minutes past. We'll be right back.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
You'd like to drop those leftover pandemic pounds, but how sick are you of all the ads for weight loss pills and fad diets? Field of Greens is a science-backed formula of specific fruits and vegetables you won't find in any other product. Proper nutrition reboots your metabolism so you burn calories faster and lose weight a healthier way. And Field of Greens is the only brand backed by a better health promise. Let's get you started with 15% off your first order. Visit fieldofgreens.com, promo code BUBBA. When inflation is this high, we're all pros at finding creative ways to save on everyday items. That's why I have to tell you about Upside. Upside is an incredible app for anyone who buys gas, groceries, or dines out. With Upside, you're not getting slammed by inflated prices because you get cash back on every purchase. Now, to get started, download the free Upside app and use the promo code BUBBA25 to get 25 cents or more back on every gallon of that first tank of gas. That's promo code BUBBA25. Get cash back today with Upside. The folks at MyPillow have launched MyPillow 2.0. This new innovative MyPillow has a brand new temperature regulating technology to keep you comfortable throughout the night. Now, core body temperature plays a big role in how you sleep, and this new fabric technology helps regulate your body temp by creating a lower surface temperature for a more restful sleep. Available in 4 loft levels with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Head to MyPillow.com/Bubba to buy one, get one free on the new MyPillow 2.0.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's be real, retirement is expensive, and inflation is making it even harder with the cost of everything going up from pet food to a dozen eggs. Wouldn't it be great if the cost of your health care could go down? Well, Medishare 65 Plus is $99 a month for ages 65 to 74. And for many with Medicare Parts A and B looking at other options, that's 50% or more saved per month. No gimmicks. It's $99 a month, and you can use any Medicare-approved doctor or facility, and you get 24/7 access to telehealth from the convenience of your home. Better yet, Medishare is a Christian nonprofit organization. It's a community that'll pray for you and encourage you. And since we've cut out the middleman, you get to keep the savings. Call now. You can learn more about Medishare 65 Plus. Here's the number. 844-SHARE-65. That's 844-SHARE-65. 844-SHARE-65.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. If you've been injured in an accident that was not your fault, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions for free. They'll tell you if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth. 800-889-7814 now. I'm here with spokesman for the firm, John Wolf. So, John, tell everyone listening who should call in.
Well, Maria, first off, thank you for having me here with you. We always enjoy answering the listeners' questions. Now, as far as who should call in, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions and tell you how much your case is potentially worth. Call 800-889-7814.
Thanks, John. You heard it, folks. Take advantage of this opportunity and call now to speak with a live agent for free. Call 800-889-7814.
Advertisement sponsored by Legal Help Center. May not be available in all states.
Research shows listeners prefer a personalized experience. So to help you remember, Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance. We personalized this ad for Amber, who really misses boy bands from the 90s.
Hey girl, I'm the cute one, here to tell you how Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I'm the heartthrob. The only thing I love more than you is Sadie. And I'm the other boy in the band everyone forgot about.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements, automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. It's our ultimate Sleep Number event. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, plus free home delivery when you add an adjustable base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Are you prepared for the unexpected? Now, it's only a matter of time before your out-of-warranty vehicles in the shop costing thousands. You can be prepared like us with CarShield. CarShield offers protection plans to fit every budget and includes 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, and rental car eligibility. Call CarShield now to save 20% on your plan, and you'll always be prepared for the unexpected. 1-800-465-6550 or go to carshield.com/Bubba. It's 20 minutes now past the hour of the Rick and Bubba Show. 866-WE-BE-BIG is the number. Chipley, Florida, tonight. First Baptist Church, Prove Yourself a Man 2023 conference. And from the manchurch.com team, Rich Wingo and Scott Dawson there tonight. So y'all enjoy that. There's room available for you. If you're over in Selma, Alabama, got us on Alex FM, Andrew Varbutis at No Limit Church in Valley Brand tonight as they kick off the men's discipleship strategy from themanchurch.com. Be there for that. All that information available for you there at themanchurch.com. Bubba, we started at one time with a list of people that we'd like to have on the show called Slapped at Five.
Right.
And Keith Oberman was on that list.
Yeah.
But we've had people come off the list like Bill Maher. He's come off the list, showing.
It's not we're running buddies with him now, but it's not quite as offensive as it used to be.
Yeah, we still disagree with Bill Maher on a lot of things, very important things. However, even Bill Maher, who is a leftist, says the left is way overplaying their hand.
Oh, yeah.
And some of the things that they're doing, and some of that's just logical, no matter how you see the world. But Obi has kind of been out of our lives. We hadn't heard from him in a while. I missed an opportunity to tackle him on the streets of New York.
I can't believe you
ran right into it, by the way.
Man, and he looked a little bit afraid when we
I
started.
think it fell in.
Well, we started hollering Obi.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with him. So anyway, but now he is about to call for an economic civil war. If you remember, the way the Union, one of the ways they defeated the South was to starve them out. You got eating horses and things like that, and they cut off all supplies to the South, and then some of the things after that got kind of cruel and unusual. But Keith Olbermann says that right now, if you are sick and tired of all of us who are in red states, they need to economically starve us again. I'm not making that up. I mean, here comes the bizarre Keith Olbermann. Here we go.
We are owned by guns, and therefore there is only one way to stop the mass shootings. It is to suffocate the businesses that make billions of dollars in profits off guns, to destroy the gun lobby, the death lobby, and the Republican Party that defends those lobbies and those businesses. And the only way to do that is an economic civil war. The blue states have all the money. They must starve the red states into submission, or another 600,000 Americans will be murdered in the next 10 to 12 years. That and more in the Wednesday Countdown podcast, available now wherever you podcast.
Those got a podcast.
Oh, we got Prince House. There's a reason.
From ESPN now to your basement podcast. That must be a tough slide.
What about stop?
Sometimes things are said that are so stupid. It goes back to, you don't even have a. Do we even want to spend energy on how stupid that was?
Stupid!
I mean,
I think he covers his own stupidness.
You talk about not understanding. I got to be something.
What was that official voice you were saying? This news breaking.
Yeah, well, he's trying to be edgy and things. Yeah.
And that's about the dumbest thing I heard any fool say ever.
It's just there's. What was the other that we're all dumber for hearing it?
Yeah.
I don't know what that was called, but I wasn't called.
I know who said it. From
Paul Rudd?
No. See no evil, hear no evil. Wildman.
Yeah. Okay.
Woman in the red dress.
You mean Woman in Red?
Yeah, the woman in red.
What's his name?
I don't think
it was from.
Sounds like Paul Rudd, but I don't think it is.
The movie it was from.
Here it is.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Old School. Was it on Old School?
It's Billy Madison when he's doing the quiz show at the end.
Yeah. Okay. When he's trying to graduate.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So is that Billy Madison saying that?
No, it's
saying it.
It's the quiz guy, but he does look like Gene Wilder, but it's not Gene Wilder.
Okay, but it does sound like it. It sounds like Gene Wilder's voice.
Yeah, it does. What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
There's a scene in one of those movies with Richard Pryor that he gives a speech almost identical to that.
Yeah. I miss Gene Wilder. Funny guy. But what Oberman what Oberman is saying, what idiots like Oberman just don't seem to have the concept that Americans have access to weapons to defend themselves against a tyrannical government, but also against mobs, criminals, and what Obi doesn't understand, because he is so dumb apparently, if you shut down the industry and choke out red states and economically starve them somehow so they won't make guns anymore. I don't even know how he draws that line, but then you just have a society where criminals and the tyrannical government, if you end up with people in power, can just do whatever they want to do to people anytime they want to do it because they're still going to be weaponized. Yeah. That's not even a complicated concept for reasonable, logical thinking people to comprehend. Right? I mean, that's not even a deep point. It's just so obvious.
Look, Keith can have his opinion, and that's fine. He's got this thing called the Second Amendment that's going to be standing in his way no matter how he feels about it, right? How passionate he is about it, and what happens in our society.
Yeah, you hear Keith, and it goes back to earlier when Joey Behar is calling DeSantis and Republicans fascist, and we did get the email, and by the look, the Google has now redefined a fascist as being someone who is
on the right.
Is on the right, basically. And what they don't understand...
That's a convenient recalculation.
But what Obi doesn't understand, what he just said is what a fascist government would do.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he wants fascism as long as he can be in power. He wants his ways forced on other people. That's what
it is part of human nature.
Right.
That we want to force our way on others. It's old as recorded history.
It is. And which is why, absolute power, absolutely corrupts and all this.
Hasn't worked well.
Never
throughout
has.
history.
But how about human beings can't have it?
Yeah. And look, I know when we have crimes committed with guns, it's bad, and there's loss of life, and it's terrible.
Of course, there's reasons for that.
But then you turn around and look at like people who are being held prisoner in China. They have no say-so with their government. They have no way to defend themselves, no way to stand up to a tyrannical government. So you either get one or the other. And honestly, I think the way we're going is a better pick, even though there's a price for it.
Right.
There's a price for either one.
Yeah. What Obi wants is for what China did to the people during the pandemic when they had all the science wrong and they just locked people in their apartment. Yeah. He wants a government that can lock you in your house and starve you out. That's what he wants. And
well, let me ask you this: since the way he's breaking this down, it's blue states against red states. Why do the blue states have so much gun violence? Why don't they just fix their own state?
Yeah.
And then they can sell us on how good they think.
I find myself feeling safer in red states than I do blue states.
Yeah, instead of me telling you how to run your household, why don't I run my household so well that you want to copy what I'm doing?
What a concept.
Not me force my will, my budget, my rules on you because it ain't working for me.
Bottom of the hour, we'll be back. More Rick and Bubba coming up.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that really actually matter. Like the gap between your bed and wall that's big enough for your phone, but not your hand. Or the gutters growing their own trees. Or the wall outlet your kids keep calling Sparky. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be your heating or air conditioning. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Give Seth and Marshall's a call today at 812-967-3742, and we'll be glad to take care of you.
Wslm, the auto racing station of the nation.
Cheese is going where it's never gone before. To the bottom, Papa John's is flipping the pizza over and putting it underneath the crust. Papa John's Crispy Parm Pizza features their thin crust seasoned with a blend of shredded Parmesan, Romano cheese, and can be ordered with your choice of toppings. The Crispy Parm Pizza gives you an added crisp bite provided by the cheesy crust baked to perfection. Enjoy the Crispy Parm Pizza with one topping for $12.99 and get one in time to celebrate National Pizza Day on February the 9th. Call today 812-883-3369 for order to pick up or delivery, or use the Papa John's app to start earning Papa Rewards. Better pizza, better ingredients, Papa John's. This is Becky White from Wslm, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, this is Jalen Hoare at John Jones. It's a season of love, and we are going to have you falling head over heels on our deals here at John Jones. These may even be sweeter than your Valentine. If you don't look back at your ride after parking it, then you own the wrong car. Let me play matchmaker for you and your new ride. With over 600 vehicles in inventory, Cupid's arrow could easily hit the mark while you are on the lot here at John Jones. Not able to take time to shop on foot? Not a problem. See all of our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com and set up your appointment today by calling 877-473-5546. We look forward to seeing you in one of our showrooms across Salem, Scottsburg, Greenville, or Corydon. And again, I'm Jalen Hoare, and remember, you see so many because they paid so little.
A pair of everyday earbuds or low latency gaming headphones or a speaker with a battery that will last all night at the next party, Raycons, they've got you covered. And yep, Raycons start at about half the price of the other premium audio brands. But even if you know that you're going to love your Raycons as much as we do, Raycons wants to make sure you feel great about your purchase with buy now, pay later options and a free and easy return guarantee on every purchase. Go by raycon.com/Bubba today to get 15% off your Raycon order. That's by raycon.com/Bubba for 15% off. Buy raycon.com/Bubba or find the link at rickandbubba.com. Hey folks, our friends at TheraBreath have some good news. If you have bad breath, try TheraBreath Fresh Breath Oral Rinse. TheraBreath is dentist formulated by Dr. Katz himself. Over 25 years ago, he created an oral solution for his very own daughter and her struggle with bad breath. Now today, that expertise is available to your family with oral health solutions and a range of clinically proven products. The stuff works, and TheraBreath doesn't mask bad breath like those burning alcohol mouthwashes that can actually irritate sensitive mouths. TheraBreath has a gentle yet effective mild mint flavor that is, and listen to this, alcohol-free, free of gluten, and is certified kosher. Plus, no added dyes or colors. If you need one more reason to believe TheraBreath is effective and worth a try, they offer a money-back guarantee. Find TheraBreath in all your favorite retail and drugstores. Just look for that bright orange cap or online at TheraBreath.com. You can also find a direct link at rickandbubba.com under the sponsors. TheraBreath, confidence in every capful. The folks at MyPillow have launched MyPillow 2.0. Now, this innovative MyPillow has brand new temperature regulating technology to keep you comfortable throughout the night. Core body temperature plays a big role in how you sleep, and this new fabric technology helps regulate your body temp by creating a lower surface temperature for a more restful sleep. The MyPillow 2.0 is available in 4 loft levels with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. And of course, it's made right here in the USA. And folks, MyPillow.com/Bubba has all kinds of other special radio deals for you when you use our special code BUBBA. Their Giza Dream bed sheets are also buy one, get one free. And there's great deals on my slippers, my coffee, clothes, and their 6-piece towel set is just only $49.99. Take a look at the brand new MyPillow 2.0 and head to MyPillow.com/Bubba. Use the code BUBBA to get in on this buy one, get one free MyPillow 2.0 deal.
Hey everybody, this is Keith Urban, and you're listening to Rick and Bubba.
Thank you, Keith. 35 minutes past the hour. We're back. HelixSleep.com/Bubba. How about a customized mattress sent right to your door? They'll ask you a few screening questions about how you sleep on your side, your back, your stomach. They want to know that. They also want to know what kind of firmness you like in your mattress. Whether you like soft, medium, or really, really firm. They'll take that into account. They got 16 different styles. Got one that's got a little more width and a little more length if you're big or tall, or both. They'll ask you about that, and then they customize the mattress. They send it right to you. They give you 100 nights to sleep on it, and then you're going to save 20% by going to HelixSleep.com/Bubba. And in the 100 nights, if you do not like it or it does not meet your expectations, you'll be fully refunded. So GQ and Wired Magazine voted it the #1 mattress. So get yours now. A good night's sleep is crucial to our overall health. HelixSleep.com/Bubba or go to rickandbubba.com and you'll find them right there under the sponsors button. Bubba, a difficult a video to watch, and this is circulating. It happened back in January, but it's now become a story. Those of you that try to do a little better, you work out, you have these 24/7 gyms You know, and
a lot of people like to go early, avoid the crowd. A lot of females out there by themselves.
Yeah, and then I told the guys, this video is going to be one of those things, kind of like at one time, believe it or not, hitchhiking was considered a way to transport yourself if you couldn't afford a car from one place to another. And then, of course, you had all these people that started murdering people, robbing people that were hitchhikers, and now nobody will pick one up. I'm not going to pick one up, okay? Well,
Dad told me that's how I used to get home from college.
Right, yeah, and I've had family members who said they used to hitchhike, but those...
Last time I hitchhiked was with you, Rick.
Right, yeah, I remember that. And I don't think that was our plan.
No, it was not.
But
we were desperate.
We were desperate, and nobody would pick us up. But eventually somebody let us in the back of the truck. Right.
Go down the interstate.
Because we couldn't knife them from back there, I guess.
Yeah.
But now, and I've seen this happen where sometimes you're staying somewhere, and to get on and off the beach or to the pool, you have to have a fob.
Yep.
When you have fobs to these 24/7 gyms as a member, it is pretty common for you to see somebody going, "Hey, let me in. I don't have my fob." And you go over and you push the door open for them,
right,
and let them in.
Yeah, we've all done it. We've all done it.
But the reason why they demand fobs and they demand codes and things like that is because you don't know who may try to come in.
Yes, to control access to people who are supposed to be there.
Right. Well, and now what's going to happen is you may forget your fob, and with videos like this, nobody's going to let you in.
Right.
Because now you can't trust that. Because, you know, if you're a criminal and you're a predator, you think to yourself, 24/7, female in the gym by herself, I'm going to start pointing at the door like I forgot my fob, and when she lets me in, I'm going to attack her.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened.
Wow.
But let me tell you something. This lady fights, buddy, she fights.
Yeah.
And so here is the security video, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's in Tampa at an apartment complex.
Yeah, and so they've got a gym.
24-year-old Nasali Alma was exercising when she noticed a man at the door trying to enter the gym.
Yeah.
And then she's going to talk here.
Whenever he was at the door, I buzzed him in, he came inside. My thought process was it was just another Jew coming in to work out, so I didn't think of anything out of that.
Nasali continued her workout, but several minutes later, the man began to approach her.
As soon as he was approaching me, I pushed him. I said, "Bro, what the F are you doing? Get away from me. Stop trying to touch me." He started chasing me around the bench, and we ended up on the other side of the gym.
Nasali continues to fight as he tries to get her down.
Look, man, she's fighting.
Big time.
I'm grateful that she came forward.
Sure.
I know that her story is going to be an inspiration to other women.
The fight continues, and eventually he gives up.
My advice would be to never give up. My parents always told me in life to never give up on anything. And that's one thing I always kept in my mind when I was fighting him. As long as you don't give up, you fight back, you show him that you are strong, that you are one, that you're able to fight back and survive if you get out of a situation, I believe it's possible.
Wow. Well, I mean, you think that you try to be nice. And
we should have gouged an eye out.
Right, yeah. And what now is going to happen is somebody's going to have a fob and really, honestly, be some part of the complex. Ain't nobody going to get in now. Well, that's why that's why you have the fob system. I mean, she was trying to be nice. I'm not faulting her at all. I mean, this guy's wicked and evil and deserves to be punished.
You kind of wish you'd have got a barbell and cracked that noggin.
Yeah, there's a lot of weapons in the gym.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
tiles.
Yeah.
You can tell
he was really tired. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Y'all remember when Ricky Williams quit playing football and grew a beard?
Yeah.
Does that not look like him? He does. Only you've noticed that. But
pretty good punches there.
Yeah, pretty good punches.
It's not Ricky Williams.
Yeah, right.
He's got the same beard.
Yeah, right. And now I think he's at the point.
He's tired.
He's getting tired.
Well, she's in shape. She works out.
Yeah.
Well, she outlasted it.
Well, it goes back to any predator. You have to break the predator's desire to continue because of
they go for the weak.
That's right.
Risk of injury. And when a predator thinks I'm about to get injured to where I will be caught or killed by something else, they usually quit.
You see that a lot in these.
Make it not worth their while.
In these like safari documentaries and stuff, when, to your point, Rick, a predator is approaching an animal or something. If that animal gives up a fight, I'm talking about like a big one. It'll stop and walk off like it ain't worth it. I'm about to get hurt.
Right.
And kudos to her for just continuing to move. I mean, and to this apartment complex that has all this footage too. where they have active cameras. That's big too, just so they have footage of it.
Yeah, he should be pretty easy to identify, but I hate to say it because it's a very serious thing, but this also falls under that thing we keep saying, and the first person to ever say it, they were right. No good deed goes unpunished.
That's right. Yep.
I mean, you just try to be nice. I mean, that's it.
I know.
That's it. I've got one today I'm doing with.
Yeah.
Try to help somebody out. Try to help somebody out. Now it's turned to a hassle.
I don't really know what you do. I guess you go to the door, the glass door, and go, I'm sorry, I can't let you in.
Right. Go get your card, or you
call the number or something, but I'm the only one in here, and I'm not going to do that.
Yep.
Sorry.
Is that what you say?
I guess, yeah. If I'm her, if I'm a female in this place by myself, and it's late after hours, dark, nobody's around.
Probably not a good idea to go by yourself too. I mean, two makes a big difference.
But to a place that's locked, that only he
could have been a freak and had the code.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean,
or just waited for somebody else to come in.
Yeah,
scoot in behind.
Or he could have been a member there.
Rick, also a quick update on a story we had earlier. According to published reports, Don Lemon is off today.
Oh, is he really?
He is missing from the CNN.
So Don Lemon has been given a 3-day weekend.
Yes, CNN Insider is reporting there's so much pressure for the unpopular host to be canned after his disgusting comments. They're calling him rude, self-righteous, and clearly sexist.
Well, the only way that Don Lemon has survived as long as he has is because he's black and gay. But if he was just female, there's no way they'd get rid of him. But now just him being a male may be enough for them to get rid of him. But think about how
he's
many
had issues over the years.
That's what I mean. Think about how many things he's done, and you tell me that they would have kept a heterosexual white male as long as they have him.
He'd have been gone.
No way. Ain't no way. And now he just keeps making it more and more difficult for them to keep him employed. They're already trying to move him into oblivion. It won't be long till he'll be on Oberman's podcast. Yeah.
Here's Caitlin Collins talking on CNN this morning about Don has the day off.
Hey everyone, Audie Cordish is here at the desk with us this morning. Don has the day off.
Yeah,
you can tell Audie was like, yeah, they just called me.
Yeah, I bet he does. Don has the day off. I hope we can get through this without him since we're past our prime.
We're eating prime rib there.
Right. He's eating prime humble pie.
You know, the full backtrack that he put out yesterday was like at 1:30, so he didn't get very long after the show ended. He was already in full retreat.
Well, and again, I always enjoy watching the all-feeling, all-loving, all-tender-hearted left get caught in their own trap.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, he set the trap that just caught him.
So did he apologize